What up, YouTube? Timbers here. Now, since there are lots of interesting films to look forward to in the month of December, sadly, most theaters are still not open. Who knows when they'll reopen, but whatever. But there are some interesting films to keep your eye out for, whether they're coming to streaming, whether they are coming to some theaters and whatnot. Here are my top 10 anticipated movies coming in December. Alright. And December is the last month of 2020, people. Oh God, it's been a rough year. Anywho, coming in at number 10, I'm gonna go with the film All My Life. Now, this is a film about a couple played by Jessica Rothe from Happy Death Day fame and Glee star Harry Sham Jr. And in it, they do play a couple whose wedding is put on hold because the husband. Turns out the husband just found out that he has been diagnosed with liver cancer. And this is definitely a film that is based on a true story. It's directed by Mark Maris, who also gave us My Friend Dahmer. He just gave us that film, We Summoned the Darkness, which was pretty good. This definitely has like a bit of a Nicholas Sparks vibe to it in a way. It is also based, I believe it's based on a book if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a memoir. But hey, I do like me a good true story film, and this looks like it could be something really interesting. Just if I've seen the trailer for this, and just from the trailer alone, sorry, you're gonna need lots of tissues while you're watching this. So yeah. Anyway, coming in at number 9, I'm gonna go with One Night in Miami. Now, this movie comes to Amazon Prime coming in January. But it does come to like certain out there's it coming in the month of December. One Night in Miami looks terrific. It's about Cassius Clay, who, of course, if you guys don't know, Cassius Clay becomes Muhammad Ali, and he ends up going on like a pretty much spending one night in Miami with three civil rights legends, including music legend Sam Cooke, portrayed by Leslie Odom Jr., civil rights activist Malcolm X, portrayed by Kingsley Ben-Adir, and football superstar Jim Brown, portrayed by Aldous Hodge. This film is directed by Regina King, who's always the best. This definitely looks like something that could be really interesting to watch. I do like me a good true story film. I mean, by the way, Kingsley Ben-Adir, what a cool career this dude's having. He of course just played Barack Obama on that Showtime series, The Comey Rule, and now he's playing Malcolm X. Dang, what a really cool career he's really having right there. But yeah, I think this looks really interesting, and I'm kind of interested to check this one out. Alright, coming in at number 8, I'm going to go with the Disney Plus film, Godmother. Now, Godmother is from the same director of the Bridget Jones films, and stars Jillian Bell as well as Isaac Fisher. And in it, Jillian Bell pretty much plays this fairy godmother who is sent to Earth to pretty much help out this woman portrayed by Isaac Fisher. It does feel like those Hallmark based films, you most likely see, or those Lifetime films. It also even feels like films like let's say Elf meets Enchanted in a way. This definitely looks like something that could be up my alley. It looks cute, charming. I adore Jillian Bell. I like Isaac Fisher, so seeing those two teams together for a film like this could be really interesting to watch. Alright, number 7, I'm going to go with Promising Young Woman. Now, this stars Carey Mulligan as this woman named Casey, who pretty much is taking down, the men who, taking down, sleazy guys who kind of, violate her and stuff like that. I mean, this actually looks good. You got Carey Mulligan, who I've always been a fan of. You got a great cast. You got eighth grade director Bo Burnham is in this. You've got who else is in this film? Oh yeah, you got Christmas Plus, aka McLovin. Jennifer Coolidge is in this. Connie Brennan. You got Max Greenfield, Alfred Molina. I mean, the list goes on and on. Adam Brody is in this. Really cool cast. This definitely looks like something that could be up my alley. So, I mean, it looks like. Now, I've been looking forward for this movie ever since I saw the trailer. And, of course, the film was supposed to get released in April. But, that didn't happen. So now it's coming out. Now it's finally coming out in the month of December. Hopefully, it'll still come out. But, we'll see. Alright, coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with Ma Rainey's Black Bomb. Now, this is based on a August Wilson play. And it stars Viola Davis, and of course, the last time Viola Davis starred in a film adaptation of an August Wilson play, we of course got Fences, which Fences is a terrific film right there. And so now, we got Ma Rainey's Black Bomb, which I admit I'm still not so fond of the name, to be honest, yeah. But hey, lots of good movies has terrible titles, so. And the film is based on play, so I'll give him all that. Anyway, now sadly, this film is the last feature starring Chadwick Boseman, who tragically passed away this past August. Chadwick Boseman, of course, most people will say, "Hey, the Black Panther guy." He was great in Black Panther. Don't get me wrong, but the guy had range outside of Marvel. Whether he's portraying I don't know, whether he's portraying folks like Jackie Robinson, James Brown, or Durga Marshall. And so, yeah, I think Chadwick Boseman looks great in this film. You also got the likes of Taylor Page is in this, Glenn Durman. This looks really terrific, and can't wait to check this one out. Number 5, I'm going to go with the Paul Greengrass directed film, News of the World. Now, in this film, it stars Tom Hanks as a captain named Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd, and it takes place 5 years after the end of the Civil War. And in it, Kidd, crosses paths with this 10-year-old girl taken by the Kawaya people, and the girl, by the way, was portrayed by this newcomer named Elena Zango. And so Kidd ends up agreeing to escort the child across the harsh and unforgiving plains of Texas. And so, however, the long journey, soon pretty much soon turns into a fight for survival. And it's crazy to believe that this is actually Tom Hanks' first ever Western. Just wrap your heads around that. I mean, Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks. He's always the man. This Westerns around December is nothing new. I mean, of course, crazy to believe that, coming December, it will be the 10th anniversary of the Coen Brothers film True Grit, which I love that True Grit remake. And this has a bit of a True Grit vibe from it. This has, maybe some Oscar bait too, I'm guessing. But hey, it's Paul Greengrass reteamed with Tom Hanks. The last time those two teamed up together was Captain Phillips, and that movie was terrific. So, interesting to check this one out. Alright, coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with Netflix's The Prom. Now, The Prom stars some legends like, Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman. And you also got James Corden and Andrew Ronaldo, who plays these Broadway stars who decide to go to Indiana to help out this girl who wants to take her girlfriend to prom, but the school board won't let her because I guess the school board is butt munchers, are assholes, And by the way, you also got Karen Washington in this, so there's that. Now, the new trailer for The Prom just dropped, and this movie looks terrific. It looks fun. The music looks great. It is based on a play, on a Broadway play, so there's that. You've got Ryan Murphy directing this. I mean, there's a lot to look forward to with this film, and the reviews, of course, just got released, and they're promising. So yeah, interested to check this one out. All right, coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go with a film that was supposed to come to theaters, but because of COVID-19 and all that, since COVID, of course, hates us, sadly, it's going to Disney Plus, and that is Pixar's Soul. It's crazy to believe that this is the first Pixar movie not to be released in theaters. I mean, wrap your heads around that. But Soul looks terrific. It looks really cute, charming. A bit, it's a film about the afterlife, which that's a bit of a odd subject matter to teach a kid, in my opinion. But hey, it's pure Pixar. You know what you're getting with a Pixar film. You got the great voice cast. You got the likes of Jamie Foxx, Tina Fey, Felicia Rashad's in this. I think this looks terrific. I cannot wait to check this one out. Shame, not gonna be seeing this in theaters, but hey, at least it's still coming, no matter what. And maybe down the line, Disney Plus, I don't know, because they about re-releasing the film in theaters. That'll be sweet, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright, my number 2 pick is going to Mank. Now, of course, this is David Fincher's first film since 2014's Gone Girl. Mank is a film about the screenwriter of Citizen Kane. You got Gary Oldman in a very unrecognizable role. You also got the likes of Amanda Seyfried, Lily Collins is in this. Anyway, Mank looks terrific. It's pure black and white. This movie makes you feel like you're living in the 40s. The costume looks pretty cool. I think this thing looks like it's definitely an Oscar contender. I'm telling you right now, just from the trailer of it, pure Oscar bait right here. And who doesn't love Gary Oldman? Come on, he's a legend right there. Alright. My number 1 pick is going to Wonder Woman 1984. Now, this is going to theaters and HBO Max. I'd always just go down to Jersey to see this. But anyway. Yeah, Wonder Woman 1984 looks terrific, I mean, you got the debut of Kristen Wiig as the role of Cheetah. She looks great. Chris Pine looks great. You got Pedro Pascal. Cool month for Pedro Pascal, by the way. He got Wonder Woman 1984 and the finale of Mandalorian. Who does not love Pedro Pascal? He is the man. But anyway, I'm still hoping this, when theaters do reopen, I'm still hoping maybe Warner Brothers will re-release the film, so, because a film like this is meant to really watch on the big screen, not HBO Max. I mean, all due respect to HBO Max, I own HBO Max. I do like some of their content, but a film like Wonder Woman 1984 is meant for the big screen, And hopefully, when theaters are up and running a little better, sometime next year, I'm guessing, maybe we'll actually go ahead and get re-release. Like maybe Warner Bros. Will release some of their content, like Tenet, like Wonder Woman, and all that. But we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10 All My Life, 9 One Night in Miami, 8 Godmother, 7 Promising Young Woman, 6 Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, 5 News of the World, 4 The Prom, 3 Soul, 2 Meg, and number 1 is Wonder Woman 1984. Now there's some other stuff coming out as well. It was actually just announced that Roberto Benigni's Pinocchio film is going to be hitting theaters this month, so there's that. George Clooney's Midnight Sky, sad to say, it looks good, but it's not really my anticipated film of the month. Definitely No Way in Heck, Muscle Hunters in that list. That movie looks horrible in every shape or form. Sylvie's Love with Tessa Thompson looks good. The Comeback Trail with Robert De Niro and Tommy Lee Jones and Morgan Freeman looks good. The Father with Anthony Hopkins. I'm actually interested to check out Greenland now, since the reviews have been pretty decent. Hillary Swank's Fatale is actually hitting there's this month. Safety for Disney Plus looks pretty good. I'm Your Woman with Rachel Brosnahan. The very excellent Mr. Dundee looks decent. Nomadland, which is from the same director of the upcoming Eternals film. Half Brothers, I saw the trailer for this. Half Brothers actually looks pretty good. Sound of Metal with Riz Ahmed looks decent. Lots of interesting stuff to look forward to this month now. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What are some of your anticipated films coming in December? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timu signing out.